JT coming in. Cause all I want is you. You've missed a lot of shows. The room's dark and the time is right. Let's make love to the morning light. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. So here we are, together as one, holding on tight. We're in each other's arms, but it feels so good. Well, let's savor tonight. The room is dark and the time is right. Let's make love till the morning light. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. The room's dark and the time is right. Let's make love till the morning light. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away. Sing me sweet, let me hear your voice and carry me away.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thank you. Not bad for a song 12 years old. Actually, a little bit than that.
Yeah, because you wrote it before.
Yeah, way before, yeah.
All right, that was more rockish.
Very, 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 very rockish. I mean, my background basically is a pop rock artist. you
Right.
know. I mean, my background, I mean, I listen to pretty much everything from, you know, the big band stuff to you know, the 50s rock and roll, you know, all the way to, you know, show tunes and you know, Latin jazz and everything. But my main forte has always been pretty much a pop rock flavor overall. So just kind of following in that line. So yeah, it's a little bit edgier, but not too much though.
Then, so you've been doing some twangy stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny because when I started to do after the whole thing with Bob Knows Best, you know, it was like, geez, what do I do now, kind of a thing. And I was actually part of a band called White with Jonathan White, and
I didn't know.
yeah, and I was his lead guitar player on his tour, and that was like late 2007, early 2008, and so, you know, like I said, I was his lead guitar player. And then after that, I was kind of like going, okay, now what? And then the label comes back to me and says, well, okay, you know, you're done with Bob Knows Best, you're done with that tour. We still need you for 2 more albums. So, you know, we need you to go back.
Because you were...
Yeah, I was still signed.
Right.
You know, I still had to fulfill my contract for my own contract. And because with Bob Knows Best, you know, it was a 4.5 year deal. So I had to put my solo stuff on hold.
Right.
And then come back and then do my stuff again. I'm like kind of like, okay. And I got together with a buddy of mine who's known me for a number of years, Oscar Hu, and he was my executive producer on the album. And he goes, well, why don't we do something a little bit different? And so he was the one who kind of suggested of doing the pop rock thing with mixing it with a little bit more of a Nashville flavor. So that's why Boy Inside the Man sounds a little bit different. We got banjos in there, a couple of different things here and there. And then by the time that Marie and I got together and we started writing stuff, you know, she kind of pushed it more full-on country rock.
Right.
And
It does have a twangy flavor.
Oh, yeah,
Serious.
absolutely.
And we will play that in a little bit.
oh yeah, and so by the time with that and everything, so then I took that to the label, some of the demos that we did, and they were kind of like, oh, okay, you're 2 for 2, So they gave us a one label deal with optional second. So we still got to possibly fulfill the second one. And but now with that, now it's kind of like, okay, now we're going full country kind of a thing. So
Right.
it's just totally different. So now with this
Well,
third,
you're very talented.
well, thank you, man. Thank you.
And I mean, you know that. So tell us about the new stuff here.
Well, okay. Now, it was so funny because I came in last week for your birthday show, which is kind of cool.
Right.
And you had who was it here? 'Cause those,
Mighty Mojo Prophets?
dude, those guys were freaking awesome.
Were they good or what?
And this room, and since you're filming this over here, this room was filled with we are
Five
talking
guys.
some major serious male James Bond going
She had to
on.
stand in the corner.
And she's thin, and she had to suck it in herself to get these guys in here. You had the bass player
Was sitting on the
sitting over here, on the counter or whatever.
Yeah, TT.
And then
full.
then the drummer was sitting here or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you had the harmonica guy, the singer here, and I don't know what was
Guitar
over
player.
here. So, it was just like, what the heck is going on? And but they were phenomenal.
West Coast Blues from Long Beach.
They were just freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah, and with everything, but with the new stuff that I've got, so kind of getting back on track, keep it in form with your show, Demo Radio. So between last week and coming in this week, you had asked me, I figured, you know what, I'm going to go see if I can find any old demos of mine that I did. So I found a couple of things here that I did. This is probably maybe about 5-6 years ago, and it was supposed to be for technically my second album, but it got shelved.
Right.
Because I started doing the Bob Knows Best stuff.
Right.
And so the first track here is a song called "A Girl Like You," and so go ahead and play it.
All right.
Go ahead and play that.
So this
Spin
is
it, as
the
they
Demo
say.
Radio.